Take number 2.
Hello viewers, if you are tuning in, you are tuning into Surgebacca's segment on the FresKNOW Express channel on YouTube. Or should I say the FresKNOW Express YouTube channel. This channel is meant to be about Fresno. A lot of people say Fresno. I say yes. The only reason I say that is because I run into a lot of out-of-towners. Tell you the truth, they got like these negative experiences, and I just feel like maybe they got the wrong end of the stick. They just didn't experience Fresno like I experienced Fresno. I've been living here my whole life. I love this place. Don't get me wrong, every city has their I don't know, crappy parts. I mean, it's every city. It's not just Fresno, it's every city. I don't care where you go. There is a crappy part of that town. It doesn't matter where you go. There's gonna be a crappy part of that town. So what I'm hoping to do with this channel, the FresKNOW Express, is that I'm hoping that people will express the good parts about Fresno, not the negative parts. I mean, there's the negative parts, we got to highlight that, always got to highlight it, but I'm trying to highlight the good parts, So the Surgebacca segment that I'm doing now, I'm hoping to mostly highlight the positive aspects of Fresno. Like I said, every city has something wrong with it, and unfortunately I'm probably going to highlight some negative stories. Gonna happen. It's gonna happen. With that being said, if any of you guys in the comments below would like to submit a segment or got an idea for me to do, want something for me to talk about, let me know. But for now, like I said, this channel is gonna be mostly devoted to focusing on Fresno. We have to talk about stuff that happens in California. That's inevitable. But I'm going to try to stick mostly to local stuff. I mean, there's a lot of surrounding cities in Fresno. I mean, you got Kingsburg, Selma, Reedley, Fowler, Clovis. You got Calowa. I mean, there's all the little in-between cities, the Venetians. But I'm basically trying to highlight stuff in Fresno. I'm going to try to focus in on Fresno. And with that being said, let's get to it. Alright, so the first piece, of course, let's state the obvious. It's a new year. This is the first episode. I guess it's kind of like a pilot. Kind of. I'm not sure what exactly. I don't want to tell people exactly what this channel is about, because I don't want to pigeonhole myself into a box and be like, this is what I do. So right now I'm just trying to test in the waters. If I get a following and they're like, hey, I want you to talk about this more, whatever, I'm just gonna go with it. I'm gonna try to not restrict myself into talking about just politics or just sports or whatever. I'm literally just trying to highlight stuff that happens in Fresno. So like I said, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, one of the first stories I wanted to highlight is a positive one. Like I said, a lot of people that I talk to are like, oh, Fresno, they got nothing about all bad stuff. I'm like, Fresno? yes. So one of the first things, if you live in Fresno, I am sure you've seen this lady. If you're traveling on the 41, and I've seen this, make my trips to Fresno every now and then, when I'm driving down the 41, if you're ever down the 41, if you live in Fresno, eventually you're going to take that 41. But like, it seems like during the week, every now and then, you'll see like this lady just at the overpass just kind of like waving. So finally they did a story about her. It says right here, woman waves at Fresno traffic for hours each day. She gives joy and happy hallelujahs. Right here, Cheryl Monique Turks stands on a Fresno overpass above the Highway 41 for hours mostly every day, waving, praying, and singing. She periodically points to the sky in hallelujah. Then crosses her arms across her chest in a hugging gesture. She claps her hands together and bows her head. She prays that people's eyes and ears and mouth be open to Jesus Christ's love. Then blows kisses. I love you. A car driving on the highway below sees her and honks. Hallelujah, see? She exclaims Wednesday with a joyful excitement of enthusiasm. They got it! That's the one, just got it. That was cool. So literally, this lady, from what it says, she just literally, this lady, what's her name again? Cheryl Monique Turks. So she, which is awesome. I mean, she's all about positivity. That is, I mean, what else could you ask for? There's nothing to hate on this lady, although I am pretty sure a handful of people have made fun of her because they don't know what she's trying to do. And I know I've seen this before and didn't know who it was or what. I think I must have seen this a handful of times before, and I've never, like, I've not acknowledged it and was like, hey, there's a crazy person at the top of the bridge just waving. But apparently it's not just the crazy person. She actually has good intentions, which is cool. Continue the story. A big satisfied smile brightens her face. She's wearing a pink, flowing angel-type sweater that makes her feel like she has wings, and a large green elf hat that a relative gave her for Christmas. She says she used to wear a red Santa hat because Santa is supposed to be a symbol of joy. Then she starts singing joy to the world. Oh, so this lady's all positive. More power to her. You know what? I think we need more people like this. We need more people who are just celebrating, just being positive. You need more people like that. No hate against this woman at all. It says right here, more people wave and smile and honk back than they used to. Fewer people also call the police thinking she's suicidal. So see, I'm not the only one. I thought there was a crazy person on the bridge. That's why I can see. So see, I wasn't alone. This is right here, exactly what it said. I was in the assumption it's like a crazy person. It's like, hey, like you don't think, what are they? I hate to say it. Fresno has a handful of vagrants that are hooked on meth. And they don't always look like they're doing the right thing. She likes to move her right arm up and down. Come on, that's waving. It should just say she likes to wave. She likes to move her right arm up. She likes to move her right arm up and down when she sees semi-trucks, encouraging them to honk, and spends lots of time pointing at vehicles too. I am pointing at them to let them know that I recognize them and they are blessed. They are loved. She speaks positive words over them. So that's what I'm saying. Positive encouragement. That's what we need. We need to speak blessings over each other. No curses, she claims. Safety is also important to her. Turks hears her scream Wednesday from car tires peeling, and it's okay, Lord have mercy. So basically, when she sees, wow, here's. I knew there was that. There's negativity to every story. It says right here, overcoming obstacles. Turk says a lot of people look angry when she first started waving. One man once stuck his middle finger at her and her daughters. I don't think it was just one man. It might have been multiple men. I don't think it was just one person. Like I said, I think she's doing a good thing. I can see why people would have thought she was a crazy person trying to commit suicide. I would have. I mean, it just makes sense. I'm just saying. Like I said, you go in certain parts of Fresno, you see a bunch of twacked out people, and you think the worst. I mean, I like to think the best of people, but when you see them in that type of condition, you kind of become skeptical, and you're like, I wonder if that person is in their right mind. You often question that. I hate to say it when you're in certain parts of Fresno. Like I said, there are a lot of good parts of Fresno, but there are some bad. And you can't ignore the bad. Alright, next story. This one's kind of messed up, but I knew I needed to highlight it. The title of the article is titled, "You're Here Again? Mom says she was shamed at a Fresno OB-GYN for having another baby." I read the article, and from what it seems like, it said this lady, and I think, I'm not sure if she's Asian. Well, it doesn't matter which race you are. This is totally wrong. So this lady goes into, she's a 25-year-old mother of 3 kids, and she basically goes in to have another kid. And when she enters the facility where she's had her other kids, one of the nurses or whoever helps out with the delivering of the baby was like, "You're here again?" And then they followed up with, "You do realize that a child is a big responsibility." Wow. Look, I'm one person who does agree that overpopulation is a problem. Like, in certain areas, like, you just see it, like, there's reports about China and like India and certain places, they're just overpopulated. Even here in the United States, where overpopulation is a problem. But to tell somebody, like, you're having another kid again? You're in a professional setting. You do not do that. Under any circumstances should you never do that. And I agree with this next statement. A baby's always a blessing, no matter what. But that's how I felt after this recent appointment, Yang said through her tears in an interview with the Bee. At that moment, the baby felt like a blessing. All of a sudden, it felt like a burden. This nurse, don't know her? But really? You just went from having a lady having a positive point of view on her birth to making it something negative? It's a baby. Another one again? Like, how can you have that? Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong, there are some people in society, you look at them and you're like, damn, they shouldn't be having another kid. But from what it sounds like, this lady's, it looks like she's taking care of her kids. Yeah, like that nurse made it seem like having another kid was, and it's just right here, like it was a burden to have a 4th kid. Like, I was wrong. I mean, I don't have any kids, and I don't agree with, overpopulation, but I'm not a person to sit there and be like, yo, you shouldn't have that kid. Really? Wrong. And then here, the next statement. I love this statement. "Whether it's my 6th child or my 1st child, I think we're all important." Yes, you are right for thinking that. This nurse lady's wrong. Every mother is important no matter how many babies she's had before. I think that we're meant to feel special and cared about. Of course. And there's a picture of her family. Looks like super happy people. They don't look like they're malnourished or anything. Those kids look healthy. I don't know why this lady made that. I don't know why she did that. That just doesn't make any sense. Tell you the truth, if you're in any professional position, I get it that I hate to say it. I mean, teachers, psychologists, I mean, you name any profession, you see bad situations. And I guess you kind of feel like you can pass judgment. Like, you've seen the scenario happen so many times. Do you think like, man, I already know what's going to happen. So you kind of pass judgment presumptuously. Like, not even knowing all the facts. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you have to go through it case by case by case. You can't just assume that everybody's the same. I don't know who this person was that was shaming this lady. But that is, you should not be, if you're authentically happy to have a child, dude, I don't know, this lady must have, maybe she's had, in defense of the nurse, I can't just be like ragging on her, because in defense of the nurse, who knows, maybe she has a lot of people who come in to have kid after kid, and then she sees those kids, and like they're malnourished or whatever, or maybe that's her experience with Asian, which doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. You shouldn't be passing this judgment. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, how could this lady say that knowing 100% that she was making the right comment, or she was passing the right judgment by saying, "You having another kid?" Like, did you think about it? Like, I get it that some people don't, but who are you to call somebody out on that? Nah, that's wrong. 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 Do not do that. More power to this lady for having her baby. And whoever you are, think twice before what you're saying, man. Or a woman. I don't know. Alright, last but not least, negative story. Had to go there. Like I said, FresKNOW does get a bad rap sometimes, but I'm trying to give it a good rap, and this is a negative story. Title of this news article is "I Thought I Hate This Town. Tower District store owner speaks out after windows were shot." The Tower District's furniture store, Parabolic, is boarded up and has pierced windows after another strike of vandalism. "I thought I hate this town. What is this town? It's so hostile and lawless," says Parabolic's owner. The owner did not want his face shown in relationship to the vandalism, and it's understandable. But basically, they broke a window that cost him $800. Cost him money. I don't know who's doing this. They shouldn't be doing it. And it happened 3 months before. To me, this is what gives FresKNOW a bad rap. Like, whoever's doing this, really? That's the best way you could settle your... So what? You had maybe that person who did this had some sort of hatred, or as they like to call it on the street, they got the beef. They got beef. Oh, the only beef I use is the one I cook with. Oh! But all I'm saying is, if you got problems with the store owner, like shooting out his window, like, even if you felt like you got, like you got swindled, isn't there a better way to go about it? Shooting out windows? That's childish. That's something a kid does. Like, you get angry at your neighbor, you chuck a rock through the window. But you're a business, like, that's a business. Like, do you think people are going to want to open up more stores in FresKNOW, knowing that their windows are going to get shot up? If they have a bad business deal? Like, somebody gets mad because, they didn't get the discount they wanted, or they were unsatisfied with customer service. The solution is to shoot out the windows with a BB gun. Shame on you. That just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why you would shoot out the window. They just, really? Like, that just makes FresKNOW look bad. Like I said, who's gonna want to open up businesses in FresKNOW? Like, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting everybody else in the foot. Like, if there's no businesses opening up in FresKNOW, where are we gonna get our jobs? There's consequences to the crap that people do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want people to say FresKNOW. No. I don't want people to say FresKNOW. Yes. Yes. But that is difficult, especially with stupid people doing crap like that. Like, come on, FresKNOW. We can do better. We can definitely do better. All of FresKNOW. Myself included. That's everybody included. Anyhow, I think this is going to conclude the first segment of Surgebacca's segment. That's a bit repetitious, but I'm winging it. Hopefully next time I have better production value. And by the way, my guest today was La Virgen de Guadalupe, as you can see. Actually, that was given to me as a gift. Very interesting. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's all lit up and psychedelic. I didn't have anything for the background. I kind of just winged this first episode. Go figure. Hopefully next time I'm going to try to get a guest on here to talk about the stuff that I'm talking about, the stories that I'm highlighting. Again, this is a Surgebacca segment on the FresKNOW Express YouTube channel. Is going to be mostly about Fresno, stuff that happens in California, and if something crazy happens across the United States, of course I'm going to talk about it. But this is it. This is it. Again, down in the comments below, let me know what you want me to talk about. If you think I should change anything. I know there's not going to be that many of you following or leaving comments or even subscribing. But hey man, this is first episode. I don't expect a lot, but hopefully I can put a little bit more production value into this later. Get more people talking on here. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Like I said, if you're interested in adding a segment yourself, let me know in the comments below. Just, you know, if you can produce a video, I'd be more than glad to put it on the channel. And like I said, since this, you just let me know things you want to talk about, maybe things you want me to highlight, whatever. Anyways, this is it. First episode, or first segment of Surgebacca segment. That is repetitious. I gotta come up with something better next time. I like it. I like it.